Hey friends, what are we doing this week? This week is just idea week. So what I'm going to do through the whole week is I'm going to give you ideas for music in the summer. Okay? What are you going to do with music in the summer? So hopefully I can give you enough ideas and enough links and enough activities that if you want to keep thinking about this and keep playing with this, you'll have the resources to do that. Okay? So my first idea for the summer, number one, make instruments at home. And they can be simple instruments, like just putting rice in like egg containers and just right? You can make homemade drums. I saw some really cool homemade drums. All they did is they took soup cans or coffee cans and they just cut a balloon and stretched the top of the balloon over, and they put a rubber band around it, and then boom, 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 boom. And then the different size drums, depending on the size of the drum head and how tight you put the rubber band, you'd get different sounds out of that. So there's a lot of ideas, and I've put a link down below that has ideas for making homemade instruments. Now I'm going to show you one, and this one, it's a whistle that you can make out of a carrot. Okay? If you have a big enough carrot, you can make a recorder. If you get a whistle and a recorder, you can actually make a slide whistle out of a carrot. Okay, so I'm going to show you that. But I got to caution you, this is something that you need to make with an adult because there's cutting involved, right? And there might be some drilling involved. I'm going to show you how I drilled. So take a look at this video, and this explains how you can make a whistle or a recorder or a slide whistle out of a carrot. Then I'm going to show you how I made mine. And if you're going to make this, make sure you have help from an adult, okay, for the drilling and the cutting too, and buying the carrots, right? Also, when you're buying carrots, the bigger carrot works better, okay? The really thin carrots are going to be hard to like drill and get a sound out of. Bigger carrots, those are going to be easier to drill and get a sound out of. All right, video. How to make a whistle, a recorder, or a slide whistle out of a carrot. Next, make sure that you have an adult to help you with this if you want to try this at home. Okay, here we go. Ideas for summer.
What's up, it's Andrew Huang. Today we're going to learn how to make carrot instruments.
You're watching Carrot Kitchen with Andrew Huang. That's me!
If you didn't already see, last week I dropped a cover of 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars, but I played it using only 24 carats.
24 Karat Magic in the air.
Today we're going to learn how to make the carrot slide whistle and the carrot recorder. For this project, you're going to need a clean surface to cut on, some big carrots, some little carrots, a knife, a drill, a big drill bit, and a little drill bit. So grab your carrot. At the beginning, it should sound like this. Don't worry, that's normal. Let's begin. First, chop off the top bit. You don't need that. Now you're going to use the larger drill bit. We're not going to drill all the way through to the end. If you happen to have a carrot that's shorter than your drill bit, you don't want to get all the way through it. As always, when you're working with a drill, be safe, go slow, watch your hands, and have fun. I'm always going to remember carrots as the vegetable that gives you good eyesight. My mom really drilled that into me. So you're just going to want to make sure all the little carrot guts are out of there. We're going to cut our mouthpiece now. We're just going to move maybe a little less than an inch in from the top of our hole. And we're going to cut until you can see the knife come through a third of the way through that opening. Now you're going to move your knife maybe an inch and a half further down the carrot from that cut. And you're going to cut in at an angle to meet the cut you just made. So right now it still doesn't sound like much. What we're going to do is cut a little piece of carrot to insert into the mouthpiece that will direct the air to flow over the cut that we've just made. The shortcut to do this is to find a baby carrot that fits snugly into the hole, but you can also just use any old piece of carrot and cut it down to size. Now we're gonna cut this baby carrot down so that it's the same length as the distance from this edge to the cut you just made. And we're gonna make a cut on each side of it so that it's a clean edge on both sides. Before you insert this piece, you're gonna make another cut from about a third of the way in again, but angled outward. And that's gonna help direct the air where you want it to go. So you're gonna insert it with the part that's sloping up inwards, and it should sound a lot better now. Now you can take your smaller drill bit and make a few holes. I usually find that spacing them about an inch or slightly less apart works, and the number of holes you can put in really just depends on the length of your carrot. Also be careful that you don't go all the way through to the other side. You just want it to meet the cavity that you've already drilled. So you can experiment with where the holes are placed, and that will generate different notes. For 24 Karat Magic, we actually made 12 different carrot flutes with all different kinds of sizes of carrots and different numbers of holes to get all the notes that I needed.
We'll return to Carrot Kitchen with Andrew Huang after these short messages.
Only 4 payments of $19.95.
And welcome back to Carrot Kitchen with Andrew Huang. That's me!
All right, to make a slide whistle now, you're gonna want a long, straight bit of carrot, and you're gonna cut the end off, so it doesn't matter that this one's kind of wonky. You're gonna chop it off anyway. And just like last time, you're also gonna wanna cut off the top and get rid of that. And for this instrument, you're gonna wanna drill all the way through. So if your drill bit isn't long enough, you might have to go from both sides. There we go. You should be able to see right through it. And we're gonna make our mouthpiece the same way we did last time, cutting a little bit in from one side, then on an angle. And we're gonna find a baby carrot that fits snugly in that hole, and we're gonna put that in. So with your second carrot, put your knife about an inch in from the edge and make a cut that's just a slight bit in, maybe a millimeter or two, and all the way around. So now, similar to your mouthpiece, you are going to cut in at an angle to meet the cut you've just made. Do a quarter turn and do that all the way around. Essentially what you're doing here is making a handle for your slide, so we're gonna shave this down so that it is really easy to pull in and out of the carrot. So when you're done, it'll look like this. It should create a pretty decent seal around this hole, but still be able to slide in and out easily. And now you can do this. If you practice, you can also figure out where to position the slide to get different notes. So that's how you make carrot instruments. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you haven't already, please check out my 24 Karat Magic cover if you care at all about my music. All right, please subscribe. Next time we're gonna make an electric guitar out of a watermelon and 7 grapes.
Hey friends, so I tried making my first carrot and it didn't work so well. I got it all together. I thought everything looked fine. And then I tried to blow into it and it wasn't making the right sound. So then I can either quit or keep going. I'm going to keep going and try one again. I think what happened is I made this part, the fipple, too big. So the neat thing about this project, adult, make sure that you have someone helping you to help you with the cutting and the drilling. But the neat thing about this project is that you get to play with variables. And variables are things that change, right? So in science, we talk about what are the variables, what things change. And in this one, you can change how big the fipple is, you can change how deep this is, you can change how big the block is and how much air gets through it, right? So all these things are variables that change. So I'm gonna eat this one later, but right now I'm gonna try drilling this one out, okay? So the first thing I have to do is, and I like this one because it's nice and big and round, so this one should work pretty well. So I'm going to cut the end off of this one. Adult, cut it off, and then I want to take my drill and drill it this way. So on your drill, this is a multi-speed drill, okay? So if I just push in a little bit, slow. If I push down farther, faster, all the way, fastest, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go nice and slow. And I'm going to drill down here, and I'm going to try not to go through the side of the carrot. So nice and slow. Every once in a while, I'll bring the drill out and clean the threads of the bit. So I just kind of clean it out, clean it out, clean it out, clean it out, clean it out. Adult. Okay. And I go back through here. Okay. So now we've got our carrot looks like this. So the next thing I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pause right here and get a bigger drill bit because I'm gonna try to drill a little bit more of this out. I'm thinking maybe I can get a better tone if it's a little bit thicker. I'll be right back.
3 hours later.
Okay, so I'm back with a bigger drill bit. This is a 9/16. The other one was a half or 8/16. And I'm gonna change this, adult. So how do you change your drill bit? Well, you got one goes left and one goes right. Okay, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So now I'm gonna loosen it up, hold the end, loosen it up. Take the new one, put it in, righty tighty, hold the top. And when you hear that grinding, that means it's locked in. Okay, adult. So now I'm going to drill this out like that, nice and slow. All right. I might even try a different. I'm going to try a little bit of a bigger drill bit. So that was a 9/16. The next one is a 10/16. Or, if you know your fractions, 5/8. So I'm going to put 5/8 in here. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, adult. Try this one. That's 14/16, 15/16, 13. I'm going to try a 13/16. Let's see how this goes. I'm liking this. Okay, so this is what our carrot looks like now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go about an inch from the end, adult. I'm going to go about an inch and I'm going to make a cut straight down until about the blade shows about 1/3 of the way down here. So I'm just going to cut this way. Do you see the blade? That's about 1/3 of the way down. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go about an inch, inch and a half back this way, and I'm going to cut down to this point right here. So I'm just going to shave this here, down here. And adults will tell you when you're cutting, make sure you cut away from your body, not towards your body. Okay, so I'm cutting away from my body. And we have our fipple. That looks pretty good. Okay, there's our fipple. So now that we have the fipple cut, we want a block to go into here to control the air. And the top of the block should be cut about the same level as the fipple. So it should go about to right there. So I'm going to take a piece of another carrot, make a block. And that block should be about the same length as the cap right there. That's about the same. So this one's a little too small because it's sliding in and out. We want something that's kind of snug in there. So I'll try one here. That's going to be pretty good. I'll just have to shave it a little bit. What we got here? So I'm going to take this, I'm going to shove it in there. So now we're going to talk about variables. If this works, great. If it doesn't work, then we got to fix some things. So I'm wondering right now if my fipple's too big, but I'm going to try it. I think my block is letting too much air through. So I'm going to get a tighter block. A little bit too big yet. Got to shave this down. There, that one fits pretty good. So it's about the same length as this. And then when I cut it, it should fit right into there like that. Cut the top off of that and let some air through there. So I'm just going to cut from here down. Okay. Just kind of like that, adult. I'm going to cut just the tip of that off. Try this. You guys, it sounds great. So listen to this now. Now, if you have a really big carrot, you can also just leave it as a whistle, or you can try to make it a recorder. I'm going to try to make it a recorder. So I'm going to pop this bit out. Remember, lefty, loosey. Take it out. And then I'm going to put a bit in to make some holes. This might work, it might not work, but that's okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to drill a hole here. And we don't want to go all the way through the carrot. And I'm going to drill one here. Let's see what we have. Hey, we made a recorder out of a carrot. So remember, adult, if you have help, give this a try. All right, and have fun. Linty, you want to? Hey, we got a friend here visiting us. This is Linty. Remember the kitties? This is the one that had problems with his legs working. Okay. And he's doing really good. You can still see like the legs go out to the side a little bit, but you can see how he's pulling them up better. So he's doing a really good job. And we'll see if Juan and Harry stop by today, or Sam, and then I'll get them on camera too. One thing that's funny about Linty, if you look, he has a hard time covering his fangs up. He looks like a little vampire. See if you can see that. Do you want to show him your fangs, Linty? Yeah, see? The fangs are always kind of sticking out, right? Yes, you're a little vampire, aren't you? You're a baby. So this is baby Linty. You're a baby. And Linty just ate, so Linty might be ready to take a nap right now. Okay? Yeah, poor little baby. Okay, friends, let's get back to music. Say bye to Linty. Linty, say goodbye to the kids. Goodbye, kids. Hey, friends, did you enjoy seeing Linty? So, tomorrow, I'm going to show you another example of building an instrument at home. And this one, for tomorrow, you just need a piece of PVC pipe And you need a soda bottle. And then the pipe is going to fit in here. Like that. And I'm going to show you how to make a PVC guitar. A soda bottle guitar. This one is really cool. I think you'll like it. And you need adult help on this one too, just like on the carrot flute. But you need an adult who can help you tie knots. So if you know anyone that knows anything about knots, this would be wonderful. Or if you find an adult that's interested in learning how to tie 2 different knots. I think it's a taut hitch line and I think it's a bowline knot. Okay, so that's what we're going to make tomorrow. So what are we going to do now? Idea number 2 is make a movie. So since the beginning of the year, I've been making movies with you. And I make my movies on something called Final Cut Pro. Okay, so this is Final Cut Pro. You can see that here. Okay, and that's how I edit my movies. So I can go into here and I can click on a different movie or a project that I've been working on, and then I can drag it down into the work area and do all these different things like that. So what I'm going to do is show you how you can make your own movies at home. And it's fun too because you can put in different titles, you can put in different pictures, you can put in different music. Okay? So we're going to talk about idea number 2, make movies this summer. Here we go. Another kitty visiting. This one is Harry. Say hi, Harry. And you can tell Harry's different than Linty because Linty does not have, or Harry doesn't have the vampire teeth. And Harry has white on his paws. And on the back paws, you can see that they're white too. So Harry has white paws. And Harry is furrier than the rest of the kittens. The other cats have like smooth fur, and he's got fluffier fur, and he's got fur in his ears just like his mom, Sam. So you can see the fur in the ears. Who's that, Harry? So Harry is furrier, fluffier, has white paws. Okay? And we'll see if Juan wants to come and play later. Alrighty.
You want to get down?
Can you say goodbye, Harry? Goodbye, kids. Now you're going to make a video. You're right. They are going to make a video. Okay, friends. So how do we make a video? So I go to this site called WeVideo, and I put a link down below. So I go We, W-E, Video, V-I-D-E-O, and then I click return right here. So here's WeVideo, and then I skip the ad part, and then I go down to WeVideo, www.wevideo.com, and I click there. Now this is all free, so you can just log in for free. I'd log in under my Facebook account, or if you have a Google account, or you can have email with a password that you sign up. But however you do it, it's free. You don't have to pay for anything. So I'm going to click on log in with Facebook. And boom, we're in. So this is WeVideo. And then you go to the blue box. It says create new. So I just click create new. And click on video. And then there we are. So this is what you need to know. This line is called the text line. That's words on the screen. This line is for video and for images. And then this line is for audio, and that's our music. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start with text. So I'm going to take a text box and I'm going to go like this. I'm going to click there, and then I have all these options for text. So I'm just going to take a basic one. I'm going to pull it down here, And I'm going to double click on it, click, click. And then in here, I'm going to write our first video, exclamation point, and I hit save. Boom. So then I click here. This is rewind. I click here, and this is what our video looks like. Okay. That's it. All we have to do is drag things down and we're making videos. Let's say I want some audio. That's our music that I want to add on the bottom track down here. So I'm going to click on audio and I can pick inspiring music. I can pick happy music, dark music, relaxing, epic, sad. So I'm going to put some happy music. Let me take this one, pull that down here. And now our video looks and sounds like this. Okay. What do we want next? Let's say we want some images on our video. So I go over here to images and I can click on people, objects, nature. I'm going to put nature and wildlife. So I'm going to click those and I can take one of these down into our video. I'm going to start with this one and I can click here to make it longer and I can click back there to make it shorter. Okay. And then I'm going to click on this one and this one and that one. I'm going to go back to the beginning, click, and then this is our video. So far, so good, right? Now, the next thing we can add in our video is video. So if I go up to the video tab, I can add animals, businesses, effects and lower thirds, food and beverages, green screens, holidays. I'm going to add some animals. So I'm going to look up here and then I'm going to put, well, I like this one. I'm going to pull this in, but I don't want it that long. I'm going to shorten it up right there. And then I'm going to pull in this video and I'll shorten that one up a little bit. Hey, did you see these things? What can you do here? Oh, you can change your video. You can flip your video. You can go upside down or right side up with your video. You can zoom in on your video. Wow, that's pretty cool. Look at, you can change the video effect, bleach, candy. So I'm just going to leave that one just like that. I'm going to shorten it though. And I'm going to change the order. I'm going to pull our images over here. And I'm going to pull our video there. And then I'm going to put an image. And then I'm going to put in a video. And then I'm going to add an image. And then I'm going to rewind it. And this is our video. Guys, you're making a video. This is so cool. All right. These are called transitions right here. So this box is you can change what happens in between slides. So let's say between this slide, I want to go backwards, so I'm going to go here. Between this slide and the next slide, I want to add something. So I'm going to take burn and I'm going to pull it in between those two. So now watch what's going to happen between these two slides. Did you see that? Now between these two, I'm going to add mosaic to see what happens. And between this one, I'm going to add curtains. And between this one, I'm going to add rainbow. And then I'm going to try parasol. Why? Why not? I'm going to go back to the beginning, rewind. Here's our video. Isn't that fun? All right, let's see what we have over here. We have video, we did that, we added images, we added audio, we added text. You can also put text right over, okay? So over the fish, I'm gonna add some text. So I'm gonna grab text and I'm gonna add it right here. I'm gonna put it right on top of the fish. So now it's gonna look like this. And I'm going to double click on that. Whoops, I'm going to double click on that. And we're going to say we added text on a picture! Exclamation point. Save it. So look at what we have right here. We're going to go to that clip. We added text on a picture. The last thing I want to show you is extras. On extras, you can have what's called overlays. So if I want snow falling, look at that mountain scene right here. Okay. See this button down, way down there? Look down here. You can zoom in or zoom out. Okay, so let's add some effect right here. Now it should look like we have some snow or stars or something on the mountain. I'll pull it back to here and this is what we have. Snow! All right, let's add another overlay. A heart. Should we put a pounding heart over this scene? Okay. We'll just shorten it up here, shorten it up here. Now let's see what we have here. Pull it back. Very cool. Do we see anything? Oh, look at this. Pow. Kind of like Batman, right? I'm going to put Batman over here on that scene. All right, let's see what we have there. Isn't that cool? So have fun with this, people. Play. Now, what happens if you have your own pictures you want? This is so cool. Let's go to My Media, and you can bring in pictures here. So if I want to import a picture, let's see what I have. Well, that video I have of Harry, I could put that in. So now Harry's part of our project. and I'll turn that video down, and I'll bring that up there, and I'll add a transition. So I'll go to transition, and I'll add that right there. And let's put an effect over Harry's video. And I'll shorten up Harry's video too so it doesn't get too boring. I'll shorten it up to here. And let's see if we have an effect, an extra for Harry's video, an overlay that we like. I don't know what this one is. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's see what that looks like. All right, now let's go to my media. I'm going to add a picture. So I'm going to see if I have any pictures on my desktop. Okay, I'm going to go into here to Kids Pics. What would be a good pic to add? Oh, I like that one. So let's add that picture into our video. And we can drag that one down here. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'll add a transition because it is fun. And then maybe I'll put an effect on that one because, again, it is fun. I'm going to make this one a little bit longer. I'm going to change the color of this one. What should I do to that one? I'm going to make it candy. All right, cool. Then I think I'll put an extra on top of that one. What could I put? I'll put one big bang. How about that? Cool. All right, are you ready for our video? Rewind it. I'm going to go full screen and hit play. Did it! You made a video. Isn't this cool? So the next thing, or the last thing I should probably do, is to save it. And I want to save as my video. And I want to see if I can... Well, I'll figure that next. Like how to edit that and... Okay. Okay, so they ask us to upgrade. You don't have to upgrade. You don't have to do any of that. You just have to play. So play with videos, play with images, play with audio, play with text, play with transitions, play with all the extras in the backgrounds, and just have fun and see what you can make. Okay? All right, friends, have fun on WeVideo, and then I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to make, if you remember, we're going to make a guitar out of a soda bottle. And then I'll show you another neat thing that you can do over the summer. Okay? All right, friends, have a wonderful Monday, and I will smell you later.